Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Now it's been a while. I've been camping and doing stuff around the house. Haven't been out in the shop much. As a matter of fact, I haven't even cleaned up from my muffler casting yet. Engine shows and camping and all that good stuff. But when I went camping, the guy at the campground's got a chipper. It's got a 4-cylinder industrial Ford engine on it. It's an older one. And his starter quit working. He wanted to know if I could take a look at it for him. So here it is. She's an old timer. But the brushes are wore down so they don't touch anymore. The armature is a little rough, so hopefully I got some brushes. We can pop that armature out and get the commentator in the lathe and get a look at it, and got the wrong size wrench, so be right back. Alright, let's try this again. It's got a notch there. So that'll locate it, so we don't need to mark it. So it only goes one way. I haven't had one of these apart in a while. Long while. Okay, so it looks like we need to pop what's left of those brushes out of there. So I'll get a pair of long nose pliers. Should be able to just pop these brushes, or brush springs up enough to get the brushes out of the holders, like that. You can see they're pretty well used up. See, I think that one stays on the back plate of it. Okay, this is the other one we got to get picked up. Okay, now I think that'll come off of there. Oh, so them are on the ground. Like I said, it's been a while, so we'll have to get these out of there too. I'm making a lot of work out of this. Should be simple. Alright, so there we go. We got a shim washer in the end. It should pop out of there. Well, it's not going to go out that way, so it's got to go out that way. The reason it wouldn't come out that way is this heavy copper jumper is in the way of the armature coming out this way. So okay, this is what we got to work with here. It actually, because of the shininess, looks worse than it is. It's nothing really serious, it's just a little bit rough, so we'll stick that in the lathe, clean it up, and in here Everything appears to be okay. But we're going to have to clean it up. And I'm going to go look and see if I got any brushes. So I'll be back. Okay, digging through my brush collection, I found these two, which should work fine for here. Now those are soldered in, so I'll have to get them unsoldered. They'll go in there. And these two mount on the case here. This one should be pretty straightforward. This one's got a little different kind of a bracket on it, so may have to clip that off and put a hole right there. That'll go over here. So I think I come up with brushes, so do some cleaning. Okay, got the armature set up in the lathe. We're just gonna take the least amount we can off of here to get it nice and true. So here we go. These cuts is only about 5/1000 of an inch. Just want to make sure I don't catch it or something and tear it up. So I'm just going to be patient and gentle. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Looks like a little spot right there. Yeah, just a few more thousandths. Yep, that was 2/1000 of an inch, and it looks like it cleaned it up. So now we got to get a little polish on that. So let me find some I don't know, some 400 grit or something. Will make that really nice and smooth. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, we're looking nice there now. Nice and smooth. Okay, this doesn't look like it's going to be fun. Hopefully you're going to be able to see. But this coil is this real heavy wire. And they bring a piece of it out here. And it's brought up, wound around, and then they pinch it, and then they solder it. So, and you know, this insulation and stuff on here is pretty fragile because this thing is old. So I'm not exactly sure how we're going to make out because I can't really support it much of anyway. So I'm going to warm it up with a soldering iron and just see what happens. Looks like there might be a hole right there in the top where they used to put the solder in. It's going to take a while to get this stuff formed. Well, the brush is getting pretty warm. Wow, that baby's really soaking up the heat. Man, there's solder way back here. Yeah, it's soft. It just didn't look like it was. Apparently they got her pinched in there pretty good, so you guys might not be able to see everything that goes on here, so I'm going to try to get a screwdriver in there and pry that open. Not. Okay, I'm going to shut you guys off while I try to figure out what I'm going to do here. Well, I got a pair of these cutters kind of precariously in there on the bottom side where it's folded over. And I'm going to try heating it up again, and hopefully once it gets warm enough I can squeeze those pliers and it'll pry it open. I'm going to put just a dab of solder on there to help with the heat transfer. Of course the pliers are going to soak up some of the heat too, so I don't know if I'm gaining anything or not. I'm going to try it. This is usually a pretty potent soldering gun. I might have to get the big one out. It feels like it might be doing something. Yep, it did. Slipped off. Now let me get her hot. Try using both hands on the pliers. Oh, nope. Alright. Put the thinking cap on again. Well, I finally got one out. I didn't show you because I wasn't sure it was going to work, and it took a long time. So what I wound up doing was I took a drill, 1/16 inch, and I had to hang on to it just by the very end, and I very carefully drilled 2 holes right down through where the wire was. And then once I got 2 holes in there, I got my bigger soldering iron out. It's a 300 water. And once I got them holes in there, I got the soldering iron on the top of it, and I got the screwdriver and went in them 2 holes, and with the pliers pulling, just pushing and turning, it finally let loose, and it's opened up enough so we should be able to get the new one in there and solder it. So I got to do the same to this side. Hopefully we're successful with that too. So like I say, it takes quite a while. I'm not gonna video that part of it because it's just too boring. See you when I get that out of there. Okay, got her out of there. I got a new one shoved up in there, and we're gonna give it a pinch here. There. Now, give her a little taste of solder. Like she's sucking her up nicely. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. There she is. Do the same with this side. Okay, got all the brushes in place. The ones that go on the case. I had some nice little brass, I don't know what you call them, maybe a ferrule. They're kind of cup shaped, so the wires go in them. They're nice and snug. These are resoldered, so we'll get her reassembled. Okay, let's do some assembly. We're going to put a few drops of oil, and not engine oil, lubricating oil, non-detergent 30. You don't want to use detergent oil on motors. I might put a few drops on here if I get it to go. It'll come, oops, yep, all at once does like always. Give her just a drop on this end too. And that bearing feels nice, so should be good there. Okay. Find out where the notch is here. Well, there's the notch, but where's the notch in this part? Don't see one. That's weird. Yep. Got a 50-50 chance of getting it right. There is a mark right there. I wonder if I could see a spot where it was. Usually I mark stuff, but there was a notch there, and I figured there was a notch in there. Maybe I could see where it was. Looks like it was right there. Yeah, that would be about right for the bolts, so. Okay. Guess we got that figured out. Pull this out. I gotta drop the shaft down through. Like so. Okay, now give this bearing a little lube. There's probably a wick down in there. We'll just give it a couple of drips. You don't want to get too much because you don't want to get it on the armature. Just give us a little film too. Okay. Now the camera was beeping at me. That's why that one kind of ended suddenly. Never had it happen before. My card was full, so I had to delete some stuff. So we got a shim washer that's got to go on there. And we got to wrestle these brushes in place, and I'm pretty sure that you're not going to be able to see me do that because my hands are going to be in the way and it's a real limited space. So there's no point in me wasting your time trying to watch me do that. So when I get them done, I'll be back. Okay, got the brushes all in, bolts all tight. Let's see the fruits of our labor are here. Got my jump pack here. Oh, guess you got to turn the jump pack on. Apparently not making connection. There we go. Sounds good. Don't see any sparking on the brushes. Alrighty. So I think I'll make a happy camper at the campground. So I don't know. I got some black spray paint. Maybe we'll make it pretty even. So anyways, if you enjoyed watching it, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.